pimps.
It's that day of the week again, Monday, 4 p.m., sorry.
You're loud.
It is
What time
that
is
time
it?
again, 4 p.m.
Yep.
Welcome to Cougar Conspiracies. Ooh.
The Hannah Montana transition music.
Yeah.
Put his soundbite.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the thing. We're Cougar Radio.
Yep.
Cougar Conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
All of these theories are just in good fun. Please do not come for us, FBI, because we're not going to jail. I'm not going. I don't have enough money for that. Sorry.
Oh boy.
So, today's episode is about something that we all love to do. And that's sit and watch movies.
Can I ask something real quick? Okay, all around the room. Should I, do you think I should say what's everyone's favorite movie of all time or the favorite movie at the moment?
Ooh.
Captain Marvel.
She
I haven't seen it yet.
answered.
I haven't
Don
seen it yet.
Brie Larson.
Stan Brie Larson.
She's a beautiful
okay,
human being.
yeah, we should just do two, like favorite of all time and favorite like at the moment.
Brie Larson for president.
Yes, 2020.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. Don't
I haven't
spoil
seen
it for me.
either.
I'm not, girl.
Yeah, don't. I haven't seen it yet. You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So my favorite movie at
If you
the
bring up the room, I
moment-
swear to God.
No. I can address that it's bad. My favorite movie at the moment is probably
I got it.
I didn't think about that. Alright, well let's go with my favorite all the time first, which is Mary and Max, which is a very beautiful
Oh, I heard about that!
very beautiful claymation movie, which is very sad.
I heard about that. I've seen clips of it.
So good.
I don't know.
Good.
It used to be on Netflix, but I can't find it on Netflix anymore.
Yeah, they might have taken it off of Netflix.
There's always YouTube.
True.
We love watching illegal films.
Yeah, that came out like a long time ago. But
And like what? When I was like 2008, I think. Maybe
When
around
you were
there.
8?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I thought it came out.
I was like 45. Oh, anyway.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Mary Max is my favorite.
Or like, what's a good movie you saw in the movies? Just
I'm trying.
whenever.
Here's the
Recent.
thing. I want to say. I don't know. The Last Jedi. No, everyone else hated it, but I'm a Kylo Ren stan, so I loved it.
Oh my god.
So, also Rey is a queen. I love Star Wars. Anyway. Yes.
Okay.
The nerd.
What did you just say?
Nerd. N-E-R-D.
Do you want to die?
Okay. Let's go to Kayleen.
Let's go to Kayleen.
Well, Captain Marvel.
Kayleen says Captain Marvel.
And then
Okay.
all time, The Wedding Planner.
The Wedding Planner.
With
For all
J-Lo
time.
and Matthew McConaughey.
Wow. Love that choice.
Sierra.
Don't touch
All time, probably The Blind Side.
Okay.
Okay, it's a good
Okay.
choice.
With Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right now, either Green Book or that one with Timothy Chalamet and
Call
Steve.
me by your name.
No,
No. With
and Steve Carell.
Oh, Beautiful Boy?
Beautiful Boy.
Oh, the one about drugs.
That's
Isn't
cute.
that what it's about?
Yeah, I mean it's a heavy movie, but it's really good.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, so
Well, now I'm thinking about all the other movies I could have named. Anyway.
okay,
Alright, hop off.
I think at the moment I'm kind of like in between two different movies.
Mm-hmm.
One of my other favorites is one we're gonna talk about today. I like Jurassic World, the new one. Another one.
The first one?
No, the one that just came out like last summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the sequel to the first Jurassic World. We stand Chris Pratt in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of tied up between this one and The Craft.
Never heard of them.
You've never seen The Craft?
Nope.
It's about witches.
Oh, I love that.
It's amazing.
I should have said Selena.
Oh, Selena's
Such a
good.
good movie.
But all
J-Lo's
time, oh
great.
my god, I don't know about all time.
13 going on 30.
Oh my god!
An absolute
Mark
iconic
Ruffalo.
film.
Can we talk about my mom's favorite movie? I don't know if you're watching, Mom. My mom's favorite movie is The Devil Wears Prada.
Good choice. She has good
We
taste.
stand Meryl Streep.
I was about to say, there was a movie that I saw with Sandra Bullock in it recently, and I was like, yeah, it was like pretty good. And I was like, wait, I'm thinking about Bird Box.
I I'm the 1% that hasn't seen Bird Box.
I haven't either.
Okay, yeah, y'all say that, and then it's like you're not the 1% anymore. Statistically, in this setting, you're not. Because I'm the only person in this room who has watched Game of Thrones. So I'm the 1%
Let's talk about the
who has
general
watched Game
population of the
Thrones.
world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Oh boy. Oh, now I think I know my favorite movie of all time. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's The Lady in the Water.
Oh, I've heard about that, but I didn't see it.
Another one with Bryce Dallas Howard, who's also in Jurassic
Oh,
World.
she's such a queen.
I love her.
Have you watched Black Mirror?
I've seen some parts of it.
Did you
yeah.
watch the episode where she's the main character?
No.
It's so good. Love her.
That show looks actually terrifying.
No, some of it is. Some of it isn't.
Okay. So, what are we gonna do?
Conspiracy theories.
It's talking about movies, but it's
Let's
alright.
get it.
Let's get it.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or should I go with the cesspool that is the one that takes up the entire page?
I'll start with the really quick one that
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
So, one of my favorite movies. Not really. I was just saying that as a segue. So we all have seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I hope.
Yes.
That's a great movie.
The original or the Johnny
original.
Depp? The original.
I mean, I like the Johnny Depp version.
Yeah,
I
I grew up watching
Moore
the Johnny Depp
is
one.
an adorable human being, but
The
OG,
original is really just incredible.
it is.
And
Gene Wilder.
frightening.
Gene Wilder died twice.
So, in any iteration of the film or the book, Mr. Wonka is a reclusive, kind of creepy candy maker. You know, he doesn't leave his factory ever. And then he interacts with people, and he's just like, "Hello, little children. Would you like to see the gumdrops and the chocolate fountain?"
Ew.
And it's like he
Edible
needs to
wallpaper?
just.
Chill.
He's a little weirdo. So, he invites 5 lucky children into his factory, and only one survives. So no one knows
Because they
what
were all
happens to
brats, except for Charlie. Charlie was a good
Because they're all.
He
dumb.
picked them.
But do you think he makes his candy out of children? Do you think he makes the candy out of the dead children?
Kaylee's about to lose her mind.
Willy Wonka.
Where did the kids
It's already compared
Wait,
to
but are you
Dante's
talking about
Inferno,
the
okay?
original or the Johnny Depp version, or both?
both?
They
Because
were-
it's the same storyline.
Well, yeah.
Kaylee, where do the kids go?
Ask the Oompa Loompas.
Where did they go? I'm going to talk about the Oompa Loompas. Where did they go? We'll be right back. We're
all right.
back, baby.
Oh, we were talking about American Horror Story. Don't mind us.
Oh my god, Evan Peters and Emma Roberts broke up.
I saw that.
I'm shook by that.
My mom doesn't like her.
I think she's fun.
She was also seen with another
Wait,
man
what
right
did
after
you-
they broke up.
Didn't she beat him up?
What?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I heard
I
about
feel
that.
like that's a story.
Yeah.
I don't really keep.
Can we go back to what?
Oh, sorry. So does Willy Wonka make his candy from children?
Make her face the
You walked in
thumbnail.
at the right time.
Thumbnail.
Okay, good.
So,
Can I drink my water without
yes,
choking on
like
it?
I said, in any iteration of the film and the book, he's reclusive and he's kind of creepy. And he invites 5 lucky children into his factory and only one survives. But what happens to the other ones? Okay? So the Oompa Loompas, anytime they come out, after, let's say, what's
A song.
the one who fell down the
Augustus.
goose thing?
Augustus.
No, the
They're
rich
trying
one.
to teach them a lesson.
Veruca Salt.
Veruca?
Veruca.
Maruka Salt.
Yeah, she falls down the golden egg thing.
Because she's
Yeah.
a bad egg.
Because she's a bad egg. So they sing very specific songs
Exactly.
Yeah.
about each of the kids' fates right after they
Die.
go missing or whatever. So does that mean that he planned their
Yes.
demises?
Yes.
And he said, "Okay, Oompa Loompas, we're gonna sing this song after Veruca falls through the chute,
He is a capitalist.
He admitted it at the
and therefore he is evil."
end. Did he not admit at the end that it was all a game? That he planned all of it?
In the first one?
Yeah.
Does he also not admit that he committed murder
They weren't actually dead.
and cannibalism? If
Wait,
you think
I
about
don't
it?
think I don't think that works for the Johnny Depp one, because I would watch that movie all the time as a kid, and I remember they came out of the factory still intact.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
made it a little
Because
less...
in that time it would have been too controversial to be like assume the kids were dead.
Arguably, the Johnny Depp one, it would make sense if he killed the children.
Yeah, it would make much more sense. But, so then, you know, Charlie comes out as the top dog. But, isn't he arguably the most gullible of them all? And therefore the most easily manipulated to become the next leader of the factory? What? Think about it.
Stop trying to ruin this. You're spreading lies.
Just saying, Willy
Propaganda.
Wonka makes this candy for kids. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
I think you need to watch the movie again.
The old one or the...
Funny that you say that. I
Both.
watched it. 2 minutes.
Which one?
No, I feel like I've watched the original one at least 1,000 times. Because
Mhm.
I
it's
haven't.
always on ABC Family.
Also, the songs are, like,
Yeah.
good songs.
It was great. Yeah.
We should do Willy Wonka for our next Misericordia player.
Oh,
I
Lord.
can't wait to actually die. And turn into a chocolate
Do you want to be
bar.
a blueberry or a bad egg?
Oh, God.
I'd rather be a bad egg. Yeah. I'd want to be something I would eat myself.
That's a good question for like student on the street. If you could be turned into a Willy Wonka candy.
Because you will kill them kids.
No, we didn't.
Or like a gobstopper. That's
Everlasting
crazy.
gobstopper.
Everlasting.
I've never had a gum
Or like the TV
They're
chocolate
good.
bar.
That's one of the best movies of all time. Willy Wonka. Don't believe
Are
these
we
lies.
moving on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. Which one? Okay, so I'm gonna save the one that takes up the whole page for last because that's a whole mess. I have one about the Jurassic World and I have one about the Big Lebowski.
Never seen the Big Lebowski.
Yeah,
It's
I've
on
never-
Netflix.
I've
Go
never
watch
seen
it.
The Big Lebowski. Is it about bowling?
Something. It has to do with bowling.
Is that
I've-
like Coen Brothers film?
Huh?
Or am I...
Coen Brothers,
think it
yeah.
is, yeah.
Let me look up the synopsis of the Big Lebowski. I've only watched it once,
the Coen
but
Brothers?
it was pretty good. The Big Lebowski.
David. They have made 2 movies based on the Odyssey. You know what they have never read? The Odyssey.
Like James Joyce, The Odyssey?
No.
Or like Homer?
Homer.
Oh,
They've
God.
never read the Odyssey.
Okay, so I think here's what the synopsis is. So who's in the? I keep forgetting his name. Oh my God, who is it? What's the name?
Mr. Lebowski?
The guy from Tron. That
What?
guy, right? Or am I wrong? Maybe
But-
I'm wrong.
Here's something good about it. Sam Elliott narrates it, and it's amazing. You've never heard of Sam Elliott? Are you
Does he
serious?
play the one guy in Iron Man? No.
Do you watch The Ranch?
No.
Oh.
I only know about Dr. Phil's The Ranch.
Dr. Phil!
What?
The Ranch.
The ranch. Send him to the ranch. Send that baby to the ranch.
I'm so
She
confused.
should have gone to the ranch.
I'm just forgetting what the main guy's name is.
We're
Like,
talking about Willy Wonka again.
I'm dumb. I've seen this movie
What's
once or
that?
twice. There was a Super Bowl commercial that surrounded this movie. Isn't it Jeff Bridges?
Jeff Bridges. I was
Yes.
right.
Okay, Jeff Bridges is the main guy. So.
Love that.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Okay. Let me talk about it.
Go off.
So the synopsis says that Jeff Bridges, he plays a character named Jeff Lebowski, and he's mistaken for a man named Jeffrey Lebowski. And it explains why so this says, Jeff the Dude Lebowski is mistaken for Jeffrey Lebowski, who is the Big Lebowski. Which explains why he's roughed up and has his precious rug peed on.
I should really watch the movie.
You
shouldn't I?
should.
Yeah.
You should. In search of recompense, the dude tracks down his namesake, who offers him a job. His wife has been kidnapped, and he needs a reliable bagman. Aided and hindered by his pals Walter Sobchak, a Vietnam vet, and Donnie, master of stupidity. That's Steve.
Wait,
Steve
Vietnam
Buscemi.
happens in this?
No, he's a Vietnam veteran.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So.
Where does this movie take place?
When? When and where? I mean, the movie came out in 1998.
Oh.
I don't know what year it exactly takes place in. But anybody who's seen The Big Lebowski can probably know what I'm talking about.
Not me. I think my boss might have some of her cats named after characters in The Big Lebowski.
That's amazing.
That's all I know about it.
But, so there's a theory about the character Walter who was played by John Goodman. We love John Goodman.
Oh, okay. I know who that is.
Yes, we love John Goodman.
Okay.
And this theory is so popular that the Coen brothers actually addressed it, and Steve Buscemi, who played Donnie, even brought it up at a reunion.
Love Steve Buscemi. Oh, wait, no, I take it back. My favorite movie of all time is Con Air.
Did we talk about that one time?
Yes, how good it is? Sorry. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so there's a theory about how the character Walter, who's a Vietnam veteran, Donnie only exists in Walter's head and is like a vision of Donnie because the dude played by Jeff Bridges, he doesn't interact with Donnie throughout like the whole movie. It's like only like every so often he'll talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he insists that Walter is remembering a friend who died in Vietnam. And Donnie may have existed because, you know, Walter just thinks about him and how he lost him in Vietnam. And then, what else does he say? Are we going to commercial? All right.
Sponsor!
But let me just say, Steve Buscemi brought it up and John Goodman told him to shut up.
Nice.
You've never seen The Big Lebowski?
No, if you're having delusions, you should get help. But I love that theory.
I think it's kind of dumb because I watched The Big Lebowski, and at the end of it, Donnie ended up actually dying, like in real life. Because you know how I said that Jeff Lebowski was like mistaken for a head honcho guy.
Big Lebowski.
Yeah. And there were like some people that tried to go out for them, and they were having a brawl in like a bowling ring, like a bowling alley parking lot.
I'm always brawling in bowling alley parking.
And Donnie got shot. Or no. He had a heart attack. And he died in the parking lot.
Did you spoil the movie? Like, should I not watch it anymore?
I don't know.
It came out in 1998. It's fine.
I've gotten this far without being spoiled of The Big Lebowski until this very moment.
Do whatever you want.
Nice.
Do whatever you want. But this makes no sense. But I still like the movie anyway. It's on Netflix.
She really wants you to watch it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it is good.
You're
It
plugging
is.
it.
It's really good.
You want me to talk about one of my Shining theories?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this one shook me to my core.
We stand Stephen King. Go see the new Pet Cemetery.
Go, Stephen. It's your birthday.
We love Stephen
It's
King.
not his actual birthday. So was
Stephen King?
Disney's Frozen inspired by the horror classic
What?
The Shining?
What?
Give me a minute.
I thought you were going to talk about the moon landing one.
Oh, I am going to talk about that.
Okay.
So if you look at Elsa
Uh-huh.
and Jack Nicholson,
Yep.
they're pretty similar. That's the theory. No, I'm just kidding. So in Frozen, you know, we've all seen Frozen here, unless there's 1% of you that hasn't.
We can't get away from it. Frozen 2 is coming out, people.
Can't wait. So in Frozen, you know, we follow the story of Elsa, and she's dealing with the consequences of her ice powers. She runs away. She isolates herself. She isolates herself. She fights with her sister, and eventually comes around to use her powers for good, aka a happy ending. In The Shining, Jack, played by Jack Nicholson,
We love Jack
he becomes
Nicholson.
the winter caretaker at an isolated hotel in Colorado,
Yes.
helping to cure his writer's block.
Okay.
Danny, his son, is plagued by psychic premonitions. As Jack's writing is unsuccessful and Danny's visions become more disturbing, Jack discovers the hotel's dark secrets and falls into a homicidal episode terrorizing his family. We've all seen that part, you know, the axe in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny, you know? So, already, there's some parallels by thinking that running away can solve their problems. Isolation is the solution. Then there are some parallels between the conflicts created in both families.
What?
You know, they both alienate their family members by being homicidal.
Elsa was not homicidal.
Didn't she almost kill Anna with that chandelier? I got the facts.
Oh my god. Listen, it's been years since I've seen Frozen.
Actually, the evidence put forth by writer Mary Catherine Ham, I don't know her, but she's a writer, it's pretty interesting. So both films have a menacing main character who is a danger to family members, whose volatility increases after long isolation inside a giant, ornate, high-ceiling building in a cold, desolate landscape. This is pretty on the nose, but like you get what I mean.
Okay.
So, Elsa's sister Anna is compared to Danny in The Shining as the innocent protagonist touched by the supernatural.
Okay.
And Olaf
Don't tell me he's supposed to be Wendy.
is the snowman who's seen as the newer version of Jack's wife,
Wendy!
Because he's the goofy supporting character who will sacrifice.
Do not disrespect Wendy like that.
Who will sacrifice anything to protect our innocent protagonist from danger.
Some people are worth melting for.
Exactly. Okay, so it's been a really long time since I've seen The Shining, so I'm not sure when.
Don't do Shelley Duvall like that. Shelley Duvall did not have her mental health messed up for this.
I mean, you can say the same for Olaf because he really will never be the same after
Oh my god.
what happened.
Shelley Duvall does not deserve this disrespect.
Just saying. So, yeah, it's been a really long time since I've seen The Shining, but I feel like I just saw Frozen yesterday because I saw it about a million times.
I've watched The Shining multiple times. I can kind of weigh in on some Shining things.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I don't know, like I'm not sure when Anna is touched by the supernatural like Danny is, like maybe through Elsa, maybe through the rock people.
The little trolls.
The rock people?
Yeah, they were little trolls.
And they sing a song to her. And like when she gets struck with the ice in her head, like her parents like, run her down to the rock people. what is that movie about? and I think Olaf, as a parallel to Wendy,
How does that happen? How does
is
that work?
extremely interesting.
How does that work?
Because Olaf goes out of his way several times to protect Anna, while she ventures to save her sister. And doesn't Wendy do the same for Danny?
I mean, yeah, but she's a mom. That's what moms are supposed to do.
I mean, we don't know if Olaf is her dad. But actually, if you think about it, like, Olaf was a big part in Anna's life even when she was a kid, because remember the opening sequence?
Yeah.
Where they're playing in the snow, Elsa makes little Olaf, and Anna's like, Olaf! And then she, like, eats his carrot nose or something. It's stupid. I don't know. That movie was weird.
And that's Frozen.
That's Frozen. So, Olaf has kind of been a stand, a figure of Anna's life.
Okay.
Similar to how a mom would be in a child's life.
I'm shook.
If I could drop this mic, I would. So, I know it's a stretch, and I know that, several movies probably have very similar plot lines of, like, main character is evil, there's a good character, and character who helps the good character. But, I just like that it's Frozen and The Shining.
You could literally choose
That's
any other
amazing.
movie, but you chose Frozen.
Well, I mean, it's
to be
convincing.
compared to The Shining.
Well, if you think about it, because they're both in, like, cold.
That's basically any similarity.
They're
That's
cold. And she has a big castle. They have a big hotel.
It. Oh my god.
Just saying.
Oh god.
We are shook.
That makes no sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
No.
I think the Disney animators said, what really inspires us? The Shining. But you know what? We can't do something as violent as The Shining, so they made Frozen.
Hey. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh god.
That's what the Disney animators told me. I reached out to them.
And anonymous
Reach
source.
out to Pixar.
Yeah, I said, hey, tell me about this. And they were like, yep, that's true. Anyway, here's some words from our sponsors. Welcome back. We've had a
Pretty
just
good.
weird time with this episode. We talked about
Willy Wonka kills
Willy
children.
Wonka killing children, which are any of us surprised?
Frozen
I
and The
am.
Shining are the same thing.
They're the same movie,
And I talked about a movie no one here has seen.
The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Carolyn's seen it, but she won't come out.
Carolyn has seen The Big Lebowski. Good for her.
Okay.
All right,
So, are we gonna do the Jurassic World one now?
pop off.
Okay. Have any of you seen any Jurassic Park movie before?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm really excited for this one. So, I'm gonna give like a brief synopsis of the Jurassic World sequel. Danny's crawling on the floor.
There she goes.
There she goes. So, like, here's a brief synopsis of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. So, no, Is it Lost Kingdom or Fallen Kingdom? I'm dumb. I've seen this movie 12 times, but
No, actually.
I
saw it, but I don't remember the title.
It's Fallen. I'm stupid.
It's okay.
So this whole synopsis is it's the sequel to the first Jurassic World. It's literally the same plot as Jurassic Park, but with more technology.
Yeah,
And
basically.
a genetically modified dinosaur that no one has no idea what its genetic makeup is.
I loved the scene where they're like auctioning off the dinosaurs. That was like so
that was
weird.
weird.
Loved that.
It really was. Okay, but for the sequel, it's on the same island where it takes place in the first, from like the 90s and early 2000s. And there's a big volcano that's about to erupt, and the government's like, oh, should we take them off the island or should we just leave them for another extinction? And they're like, okay, let's just leave them to die, I guess.
Why do we have to keep making dinosaurs? I don't know.
We know the outcome. We're all gonna die.
Exactly. Like, stop making dinosaurs.
So, and this one is kind of the same plot as Jurassic Park 2. And they just kind of kidnap all the dinosaurs and just use them for, like, who are we even at? Adam! Get in here!
I can't see.
Adam! Anyways, so they just... It's all making me laugh!
No, he's alright. He's just dabbing on the haters.
Get him in here.
It's okay.
So they take the remaining dinosaurs that were alive after the explosion and they take them back to Lockwood Estate, and Lockwood is they had to rewrite a new lore because the guy that played John Hammond died. So they had to rewrite a new lore, and he was basically his partner.
Sorry, I thought, like, for some reason I thought John Hamm, and I was like, John Hamm is dead?
I said Hammond.
And I was like, okay.
I spared no expense.
John Hamm is not dead. thank God.
He spared no expense.
John Hamm was dead. I just killed myself.
Yeah, I think I just dig myself into a ditch and just lay there.
anyways, so
Sorry.
So the people that take all the dinosaurs take them back to Lockwood Estate, and they find out that they're actually auctioning off these dinosaurs and using them for military weapons, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Which was crazy.
It really was. So, so there's a scene during like the final act when the Indoraptor is introduced. Where's the quote that it said? Oh my gosh, where is it?
So the Indoraptor goes.
He's
like,
or,
he just runs around, he like slashes a guy in the face, his eyeball falls out.
that's what happened? I can't remember all the fight scenes.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Anyways, so the auctioneer guy, I think he was in Captain America too, yeah, he was in Captain America.
Yeah.
I think he says something, he describes it
Who was he in
as
Captain
something
America?
like, what?
Who was he in Captain America?
He was like one of the scientists or something with like with Red Skull.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hydra.
With the Nazi.
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra!
No!
The dude who plays
So
Dobby?
let me explain what he said. So he describes it as something, what did he say? It was like a combination of two of the most deadly things that have ever walked the earth, because it's confirmed that it's part Indominus Rex, because there's a part in the beginning of the movie where the people like take like the bones and DNA from the skeleton in the bottom of the ocean, but he never says what the second genetic makeup of it is. So some of the fans have speculated that it has human DNA in it.
Wait, what? Wouldn't it be a raptor?
Well, it has like let me explain. Let me explain.
Pop off.
It's got very human-like characteristics. So I pulled up this one scene from the from the movie where the one guy who was like he went into the auction room and he went to go take the tooth from the dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
When he was in the cage. I want you to see if this thing
If this raptor goes like this.
tell me if you think this thing has human characteristics, because I think it does. Just watch what it does.
I'm ready.
Watch what it does though.
It says,
Can we get a shot of it?
Hey,
Just watch it.
what up? Hey girl.
Watch its face. What part is it? Look at its face.
It's kind of like a cat.
No, look. Watch. Why did it... Okay. Okay.
I think it's part cat.
Did you not notice that it kind of smirked when he looked behind him?
but cats can
What kind
smile.
of... What kind of dinosaur does that? No.
Have you ever seen a dinosaur?
I've never seen one do that voluntarily.
Wait, has anyone seen a dinosaur?
You don't know my life.
Like a live one?
Let me continue. Let me continue. Okay. So
She's immortal.
oh boy. So it obviously do we have time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got like another minute 45.
All right. So it's obviously got human-like characteristics, and its intelligence. Its intelligence definitely surpasses that of a velociraptor, like a normal one.
Okay, fair.
Because you know it plays dead, like you just saw it. It opens doors throughout the movie.
It does have thumbs.
And the way it moves even has human characteristics. What?
What?
If you watch the movie after I talk about it.
I need to know why the guy was like, this is totally fine. I'm gonna pull the tooth from
Yeah,
it.
he didn't even like strap the dinosaur down.
Like, literally. He was
Well,
like,
a plot
asking
convenience.
for
Because he
his
doesn't
arm.
care. I don't know.
He's like, you know what? I really just
He's
want
just
to
like, I
die
want
today.
teeth. I want souvenirs. Okay, let me keep going. So the way it moves has human qualities, like how it sneaks up on the girl Maisie and like grazing her hair with its claw when she like backs up into the cage. It like grabs her ponytail, and when it literally opens her bedroom window and crawls into her room and kind of like reaches out for her in her bed when she's hiding.
Oh, God.
There's more to it. It goes even
Didn't
deeper.
they killed it at the end, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler. Sorry.
Blue actually killed it.
Blue killed it, and then Blue died.
Beast? No, she didn't.
Oh, Blue didn't die?
No, she didn't.
Oh, oops.
She ran to a desert.
Oh, good for her.
She's alive, guys.
She's over in Nevada where she'll get shot down.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Blue.
God.
All right.
It goes even deeper. Just wait.
Oh, great. We'll be right back after some words from our lovely sponsors who are lovely. So nice of them. Yep. Bye.
All right.
We're back, baby.
Okay. Where were we?
So the raptor
It's a human.
is a person.
Okay.
It has thumbs. It can smile. Only
It opens
two things
doors.
on this world can do that.
It opens
Humans and raccoons. So, it's definitely not a raccoon. So,
It's definitely not a cat either.
well, cats don't have thumbs, so.
But you
Raccoons.
mentioned cats.
have thumbs.
Anyways,
Tiny thumbs.
let me. So I said it gets deeper because it goes into a connection with the girl Maisie, who's the granddaughter of the Lockwood guy.
Yes.
But here's the thing: if you haven't seen Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, Max with spoilers. If you haven't seen it,
Well, we already said the raptor dies.
well, not that. It was really weird. It was a really weird turn of events.
Yeah, that movie was weird.
So during the final act, it's revealed that Maisie, who's the granddaughter, is actually a clone
Yes.
of her mother who died in a car crash.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that human DNA is being tampered with.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Not
considering
raccoon DNA.
so considering this, Maisie might share a connection with the dinosaurs. And so blending human and dinosaur DNA seems very likely. So here's this.
Yikes.
This doesn't make any sense, but this makes no sense. But so Maisie is seen cleverly unlocking her door, because she was like locked in her bedroom at that one point. She's going through the little keyhole. Apparently she mimics.
This girl knows how to pick locks.
This was weird. She mimics Blue's mannerisms for some
Oh
reason.
my gosh, she's part raptor.
I don't know what that means. She mimics Blue's mannerisms.
It's like that
I don't-
Professor X meme from like Powerpuff Girls where it's like, oh, a little sugar, a little spice, and a little bit of raptor. It's like, alright, little kid, we're gonna clone you
Oh God!
because we miss your mom, and I'm gonna put a
Danny
little
is
raptor.
about to choke on her water.
Just a little dash of raptor.
I know the feeling. And then this one makes no sense too. So during the end of it, when Owen and Claire and Maisie are being chased, and they're in like the what is it, like the glass sheets with like the models of the dinosaurs at the end of it,
Oh, yeah, and the little.
in like the display cases.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a part when the Indoraptor kind of like gets up to Maisie's face and she screams. So this makes no sense. It says that with their faces blending, it could be
Oh my god.
with their faces blending in, that could be a moment of symbolism. Maisie's part dinosaur.
So Maisie is actually the fancy raptor's daughter. She
Can
was
we get
hatched-
Chris Pratt's opinion?
hatched
Chris
from an
Pratt,
egg.
please.
Where's the egg, Maisie? Just saying.
Also, if I remember correctly, the part where she's first introduced, when she was like running around playing
She
in
has
the display
raptor
case.
claws? Yeah.
No, she had like a tail on. Like
What?
she did.
Wait, how old is she?
I don't know. She looks like she's probably
12?
like 10, 11.
Yeah.
I really have no clue how old she is. I have no idea.
To be fair, a lot of people in my high school wear tails.
Are they wearing raptor tails? Because that's a very
I don't know.
market. I'm just saying. No, I also went to school with a couple people who wore tails.
Furries.
Furries. But they're usually like furry tails, not raptor tails.
She did have one. I remember.
Is it a raptor tail?
Yeah, I think I can pull it up. I was watching the movie
Case
last
closed.
night, and I think it was like the maid she was talking to. Why did I go on my MU?
FBI, don't come for us.
She did have like a fake tail on, like around her pants. I did see one. I swear to God.
I saw it. It's there.
No, really, I did.
Yeah, no, she's part raptor. It's yep. Mm-hmm.
The only thing I know about this.
Yeah, there's like her
that-
introduction.
The kid from the Get Down, isn't it?
The kid dies?
No, the kid from the Get Down.
Oh, I didn't see the kid though.
But he's also in Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah, he is.
Can't wait for that.
I'm so excited. Ryan Reynolds plays Pikachu.
In the meantime, do you want me to talk about the moon landing?
I found it. It's
Oh.
like when you can see it when she like moves. She has one on though.
She has a tail.
Yeah, you can like see it.
Call the
like,
police,
Look
she
at
has
the,
a
like in the corner, you can see
I
it.
love the Korean subtitles. Oh my God! Why is she have a tail on?
Because she was.
She's a furry, or she's part raptor. There's only two answers to that.
She's a furry. She's like 12. Okay, moving on. That was a mess.
I hated that. Wow. Okay, so
Okay.
back to The Shining.
Moving from dinosaurs.
God, I'm sorry. I just think about the tail. But apparently, in The Shining, Stanley Kubrick, the director, included hints in the movie that he helped fake the moon landing.
I heard about this.
What? And like this theory is gonna be so stupid, but hear me out.
Isn't it the thing with Danny's sweater?
Yeah, I'm getting
Danny's
it.
sweater!
In one scene of the film, Danny, the kid, is in one of the hallways of the hotel.
He's got a sweater.
There's some ugly carpet, and he's wearing a space-related sweater.
It's an iconic carpet.
It's ugly. I'll show y'all a picture. The sweater has a rocket on it, and it says Apollo. It's like a shape of a rocket.
Yeah.
And it says Apollo USA. And then there's some stars. And the sweater's like blue, so it's like the sky, you know?
Yeah.
So Danny starts off the floor. He's sitting on the floor, and then he stands up, which is apparently supposed to mimic a rocket blasting off.
What?
And this is Kubrick's way of mocking everyone. That's I have one in my notes too. But
What is that?
that's the picture of his sweater.
Yeah.
So, you know, he said, you know,
Show it to the camera.
we did. It's so easy for, you know, a kid to stand up. And it's so easy, you know, to fake a moon. He said, y'all are so dumb.
I wholeheartedly
for
believe
thinking.
the moon landing did not happen.
He's like, y'all
You're
thought
canceled.
that the moon landing happened when we just faked it. And here I am, making fun of all of you for thinking that it was real.
But how did Stanley Kubrick like cooperate in the moonlight?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, he's like a film director, and he made some like good stuff.
Is
So
it because of 2001 Space Odyssey?
I don't know. But apparently the carpet is representative of the fake moon landing as well.
How?
And the ugly carpet is
That's a pretty
apparently
question.
patterned after the rocket launch pads.
What?
So while Danny's acting like a rocket, he has launch pads underneath him.
What?
Think about that.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, I mean, if Danny can stand up,
I keep thinking you're talking about
you
me.
think a rocket could launch? Idiots.
Oh my god.
It was clearly fake. I don't know. That was so stupid, but it was so stupid I had to talk about
It really was. And now when we come back, the biggest cesspool I've ever done research on.
Love it.
It takes up a whole page in Google Docs. A whole page. All right.
So yeah, we're gonna hear some words from our lovely sponsors
Yep.
yet again.
Stanley Kubrick, don't come for us.
Yep.
He's dead.
It's happening. Sorry. We're back.
Yep. This is gonna take a while to talk about.
Well, you only have 8 minutes, so.
All right. So this is a whole cesspool on the Blair Witch Project.
Woo!
Because remember last time when we talked about cartoons, we watched a parody on the Blair Witch Project.
I mean, that whole movie
Scooby-Doo one.
is a parody of itself.
It is.
Because it's bad.
I love the Blair Witch Project.
Ironically,
It's a fun film.
it is a fun film.
I like the movie, but the new one that came out in 2016 was kind of like a cash grab.
I
but
didn't see it.
it's not that good.
I just didn't think it was scary. That was my only beef with it.
So if none of you have seen the Blair Witch Project, here's a synopsis I found. So it's a found footage film that tells a story of 3 film students, Heather, Josh, and Michael, who travel to a small town to collect documentary footage about the Blair Witch. That is literally the synopsis says a legendary local murderer. It's a witch. she ain't real. So over the course of several days,
supernatural.
kind of.
Yeah.
So over the course of several days, they interview the townspeople and gather clues about the story's legitimacy. Then the project takes a frightening turn when the students lose their way in the woods, and they begin seeing things, hearing things, yada yada yada.
This is what they see. But pretend I'm made out of branches.
So if you've probably seen this scene before. So the movie ends with Heather going down the stairs of an abandoned house, and she sees Mike standing in the corner, and she's screaming at him. He doesn't turn around. She drops the camera, and this basically implies that she's dead, that the witch probably killed her. But then there's another thing that's brought up. So watching the final scene, the facing the corner while the other person's killed scenario, it ties back to the beginning of the movie when townspeople are talking about the guy named Rustin Parr. And he was a guy who was influenced by the witch to bring children in pairs to that abandoned house where Mike was standing in the corner.
Oh.
And he killed the kids that he brought in there. But here's the thing. He didn't want the other kids to see him killing one of them, so he had them to stand in the corner so they wouldn't watch it. So then it says he later admitted to the crimes and he was hanged for his crimes. So according to what?
No, keep going. I'll ask
So don't at me. But according to the film theorists on YouTube, this is where I found the whole theory. There was no Blair Witch, and the entire event was set up by Mike and Josh to murder Heather.
Love that. Love that for us.
So here's some evidence that backs this up. So Heather does say in the movie that no one knows that they're out there. So during the movie, Josh takes the opportunity to ask Mike for help to kill her, and it's confirmed that Heather didn't know Mike before the filming started, and her relationship with Josh is unclear. I heard they were supposed to be like ex-lovers or something, but they never talked about it. But and even some of the things that Josh says are kind of creepy. Like there's the one part where they're setting up the clipboard, and they're writing the title of the documentary on it, and he says, quote, "Should we all cut our fingers open and bleed on it?" What kind of normal human being says that? You got an opinion there?
Josh needs some help.
Stop it, kids.
Josh needs to go to church.
He needs Jesus. So here's another thing. Heather was the one in charge of the whole trip in the first place. She had the map, she had the compass, but Mike and Josh seemed to lead her ahead. They were ahead of her, and they decided to lead the way. They decided where they were going, where they were camping, blah blah blah. So then, I forget which guy it was. Okay, he's leaving.
Sad enough.
I think it was Mike who had the map in the first place. It was either Mike or Josh, I can't remember. One of them had the map, and the next day they got into an argument about whoever, oh, Heather's oh, I gave you the map. No, I gave the map to you. Yada, yada, yada.
Just a mess, really.
Yeah, it really is. So,
y'all got, I don't know, Google Maps.
It was 1999.
I know, but still.
So when they argue about losing it, and then Mike and Josh start laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. They start joking around, and then Mike tells Heather that he kicked the map into the creek.
Yeah.
And then Heather asks for the compass, but Mike has it, and Josh is no, don't give it to her. Don't. But then here's another thing. When they're in the house, and when Mike is in the corner, no, they're making Heather think that was it Mike that was in the corner? Yeah, I'm losing track. I'm losing my train of thought. They made her think that Josh was already dead,
Yeah.
But people think that because Mike was standing in the corner distracting Heather, Josh came in and like bashed Heather over the head and killed her.
Oh.
They never really talked about that, but I'm pretty sure I kind of believe it.
Yeah, because Josh was like just missing before
Yeah.
that happened.
Danny has thoughts.
Danny's got some thoughts.
Do you have
Get
some-
on the mic.
So wait, what about so the guy with the 2 kids, that was that like a thing that happened
What with that wrestling
back
guy?
in like the 1600s, or like a thing that happened while they were like interviewing for the project?
They were like interviewing people around the town, but I can't remember exactly when
Is
it
that like
happened.
another myth, like urban legend thing?
I mean, it happened, but people think he was like influenced by the witch to kill the kids. I really don't remember. I haven't seen it in a while though, but I don't know if I can find anything else on
Interesting.
it.
Most of that movie's improv. Like,
Was it really?
90% of it. The script was like 30 pages, and they were literally left in the woods for 8 days. And the director did all that stuff to them. So, like, all
yeah,
of the
I remember
reactions
that.
were authentic. Like, them waking up in the middle of the night, like, with the, like, tent being banged on, they actually did that to the actors.
Oh
The
my God.
actors had a bad time.
Oh my god.
Danny has revealed some tea for us.
That's why I like
I don't know
the
if you could hear her on the show.
Get on the mic, Danny.
But apparently everything
special
was
guest.
genuine. Which that's shocking to me, actually.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to go on the mic and
I mean,
explain
we only
everything?
have a couple. We
If
have
you
like
want.
a minute
30
left.
seconds?
We have literally a minute left. But
That's why I like the movie, because it's like,
yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So like you get left in the woods for 1,000,000 hours.
yeah.
It's just
8
like
days.
you actually lose your mind.
And it was during Halloween.
Oh,
Like,
great.
Like the last day of filming was
That's
Halloween.
even better.
Oof.
Yikes.
Yeah. So it was like everything, like even like the wooden, like the branches things, where that
Yeah,
was
they
that
didn't-
they
they
didn't
didn't
plan
know.
that, or like the actors
They-
didn't know about
They
it.
didn't tell them.
Lord.
So like
That's scary.
Heather's whole like breakdown was like,
When she had her face up to the camera?
yeah,
That was real?
That was
That scene was crazy.
That was the actress like literally saying all that stuff.
She was
Oh
like,
my
like a
God.
cry for help.
Oh, the part where they walked around like the whole, like they went in a circle,
Yeah.
and she like had a breakdown because she was like, we went in a circle. That was authentic.
Oh my
Because
god.
they actually like
Now I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, seriously.
They
knowing
had
this
to-
information.
they had to follow a path that the director set, and
Uh-huh.
they didn't realize that they were going around in a circle, and they were walking all day.
Oh my god. If I were her, I'd have a mental breakdown too.
Uncomfy. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to us today. Hope you all
Alright.
had a nice time listening to some conspiracies. Okay.
And a big mess.
Bye.